Ojibwe, the only way, the true way, the one way, our way, his way. And his biggest credit right now, he just told me he just became a new daddy. So welcome from Wisconsin, my buddy, Jim Rule.
My older brother, like 6 years, so I just worshipped him. And one time he told me to come in the house and tell my parents that he'd been hit by a car and he was going to lay on the street. And I did it because I'm an idiot. My parents are mixed. My mom is native. And my dad is white. He doesn't even know what tribe I am, to be honest with you. He's like, oh, I think you're the Chippendales? No, Chippewa, Dad. Chippewa. And it is a big deal that we don't really get our voice out in the media. You know, you don't hear us talking. We don't get interviewed. We have no big name stars that people have any idea of, like individual personalities. You know, and Graham Greene and Adam Beach. Nobody really knows anything about them. You know, there's one native guy on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay. Again, nobody knows anything about them outside our community. Either one is problematic. Native American just could mean you were born here. You know, really, that's what the term native means. You were born. And same thing with Indians. Obviously, there's us and the ones that were in India. So I like Indian almost better just because there's less syllables and I'm lazy. You know, I was with my friend Patty and we're both like checking out the crowd, you know, and I like, hey, that dude looks like George Carlin. I was like, holy crap, that is George Carlin. And the both of us kind of freaked out, you know. It's like a nerd having Einstein show up at one of your lectures. It was just like, holy crap, our idol from growing up is here. And afterwards, it came up to both of us, and each of us, he just was like really cool. He's like, hey man, you're really funny. I love the Indian stuff. You know, stick with it, and you're gonna do great. And he was just so gracious and cool. You know, you talk to people outside of that, or when I get done with the show, people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know you guys. And just that was weird to see you laughing, making us laugh. You were actually funny. You're Native American, and you were actually funny.
Who's you? How's everybody doing? I need some sleep. I just became a daddy. Well, thank you. You don't have to clap. It was an accident. No, it was on purpose. She's a baby on purpose. People even said, are you sure she's yours? I'm like, heck yeah, she's mine. It's the only woman I slept with around that time, so. I don't want her growing up with that label accident. Nobody wants that. It doesn't make any sense either if you think about it. The process of making a baby involves too much repetitive motion. You can't accidentally churn butter, right? Oh man, look what I done did here. I did not mean to make all this butter. This is a lot of responsibility, all this butter. Oh, by the way, our jokes were here first. Yeah, don't think about it too much. Just suck on it. So my grandmother used to tell me, she said, before the white man came, he made a funny face. And then he came. I have no idea what she was talking about. I'm from Milwaukee originally, grew up there. Growing up native is not easy. Come from a big family. My parents sent us all, you know, to pilgrim camp. It was good. We learned how to burn witches, and we had buckles on our shoes. But we always stood up from the crowd, because there weren't that many natives in our part of town. In school, even, it would become a big deal. In school, like the holidays, you know, you'd have dress up, and they have the Thanksgiving, they'd have the kids. All right, some of you kids are going to dress up as pilgrims, and well, we have an Indian, so Jim, you just do your thing. You know. I'm not going to judge, so. So anytime it might come up, it did, you know. We'd have storytelling time. The teacher's like, all right, everyone sit Indian style. You know, the kids are like, oh, look at Jim's style. So I put my legs behind my head. Come on, everybody, let's go. Indian style. The teacher would get all pissed off. Hey, that's not Indian style. Hey, who's the Indian here? My grandma taught me this. We've been through a lot, man. Even today, my friends give me a hard time. They want to go hunting in the fall, they bring me along as their tracker. Like, dude, I grew up right next door to you. I grew up in the city, man. I'm more of a stalker, you know? Bitch, go that away. Of course, Milwaukee is known for drinking. So I don't feel bad when people say Indians drink. Well, I know everybody does from Milwaukee. We have a powwow back there. It's a sobriety powwow, but because it's Milwaukee, they still serve beer. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, well, why do you call that a sobriety powwow? And they even call it a celebration of sobriety. They're doing shots to celebrate sobriety. Maybe we should pick another social problem to celebrate, you know? Like crystal meth, our teeth are not up to the challenge. Yay. Let's go to that powwow. Maybe another one, knowing who your dad is. That's a good powwow, isn't it? I know who he is. I met him that one time, remember? Yeah, they pointed him out to me. I think it was that guy. We got a lot to celebrate, man. We got shoes from Nike. I don't know why, but we did. Why people were like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, I have no idea. They got us shoes. I didn't know what the hell. I got some emails, texts from people saying, hey, Nike made us some shoes. I'm like, what the hell's that about? Was that like a moccasin with the wheel in the heel? What a sneak up song. Hey, not a problem. Your tribe is being relocated. Not a problem this time. We're just kidding. No, in fact, they found out they made these shoes for us, and the deal is they're wider than the regular shoe.